We find the glories of the holy name throughout the Srimad Bhagavatam, beginning, middle, and end. And very specifically, the topic of the holy names is addressed in the 6th canto, because after Parikshit Maharaj hears about the hell that living entities go through in the material world due to their own karma, he wants to know how they will be saved, because that's the heart of a Vaishnava, paradukha-dukhi, which means one who suffers because of the suffering of others. So he asks Shukadeva Goswami about their deliverance. How will the Lord protect them here in the material world? And his answer is to tell the story of Ajamil, which he had heard through disciplic succession. And in the story of Ajamil, he then unpacks the tattva of the holy name. And one of the aspects that I just heard Srila Prabhupada speaking on recently was that if one even incidentally or accidentally connects with or hears the holy name, then that person gets immeasurable benefit. Whatever the name of that store that just closed in Palo Alto is. Yeah, but the store had a name too. We just saw it last night. It closed. Forever what? Forever Flawless. Then the store closed, unfortunately, and it looks to be abandoned now. There's just a few signs hanging in a lackluster way from the walls. But the holy name is forever flawless. And the process of chanting Hare Krishna is forever flawless. It's only a matter of one's own appreciation of the holy name, because when we don't realize its potency, then we may not take it seriously, but the holy name still acts. And that Prabhupada said, but it takes longer. But if one is careful to chant the holy name, being respectful of the various ways in which one should move in the world without causing harm to oneself or others, also summarized in the 10 offenses, of which there are 11, then one can very quickly feel the effects of the holy name and reap the benefit of Krishna's presence in his holy name. So we can take it that in all circumstances here in this material world, there will be danger, as is mentioned in 10th canto, padam param yad vipadam. With every step we take, there's danger in the material world. You can't get around it. We're already in that atmosphere. And the way in which we can have immediate protection through association with the Lord is by chanting Hare Krishna. So it's the primary process for advancing in devotional service, and it's especially individualized in Japa. A lot of people can sit in kirtan because there's a backbone to it, and it's a lot of fun to sit with friends and chant Hare Krishna. But to sit by oneself and chant the holy name very deliberately as a prayer to the Lord, it takes practice, and it's a good test of our own lifestyle consciousness, which results in our receptivity to the holy name. So it's a good idea to chant Japa, is my conclusion. Om Tat Sat. Any reflection? Yes. That's an interesting phenomena, that our microphones. I'd like to add up the time it takes
Hare
in
Krishna.
the aggregate to get them.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, go ahead.
So, Guru Maharaj, I recently read a verse from the pastime of Ambarish Maharaj and Durvasa Muni. Durvasa Muni says a verse glorifying the holy name as well. He says, Yannam Shruti Matrena Puman Bhavati Nirmala Tat Tirth Padam Kim Vai Dasa Nama Vashishyate. He says, simply by hearing the holy name of whom any person can become free of all the material, dust, nirmala, from all the material association. What to speak of those who have taken shelter of the lotus feet of Krishna? What is there remaining to gain for them? So, that really struck with me. Wow. Just that verse.
Thank you very much. And speaking of what more is there to gain, now that Hansapriya and Radha Vallabha have returned, we feel that there can be no greater gain. Hare Krishna. Somehow or other, I didn't realize it, but I couldn't get any bhav. And now I'm starting to feel it again. Thank you very much for coming back. Hare Krishna. So shall we try? Yes. Let's try again. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakti Vrinda.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Ram. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram 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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Ram Ram, Ram, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Rama Rama,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram 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 Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Rama, Rama
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare
Hare Rama, Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Rama Rama,
Ram
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram
Hare Rama,
Ram
Rama Rama,
Ram
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram Ram Ram
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Rama
Ram
Rama,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram
Rama, Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Rama
Ram
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram Ram
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama, Rama
Ram
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Ram
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Ram
Rama
Ram
Rama, Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram, Hare
Rama
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Rama
Ram
Rama, Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram
Rama,
Ram
Rama
Ram,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram,
Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram,
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Ram
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Ram
Rama,
Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Ram
Rama
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Rama, Rama
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Ram
Rama, Rama
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Ram 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna
Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Om Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare
Ram,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Ram,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Ram, Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Ram,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram,
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Rama, Hare Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Rama
Ram,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare Rama, Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram.
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Hare
Ram,
Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Ram, Ram, Ram.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare Rama,
Ram,
Hare Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare Hare,
Ram, Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama Rama,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Sit
Rama,
properly.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare Rama,
Ram
Rama
Ram.
Rama, Rama Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram.
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram.
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Ram, Ram.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram.
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare Rama,
Ram.
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram.
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Ram.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram, Ram. Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare Rama,
Ram.
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram.
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare
Ram.
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram.
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Ram.
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Ram. Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram. Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare
Ram.
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Ram.
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare Rama, Hare
Ram.
Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna
Ram.
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Ram.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Ram.
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare Hare,
Ram.
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram.
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Ram.
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Ram.
Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram.
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Ram. Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Ram.
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Ram.
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Ram.
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Ram. Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram. Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Ram.
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram.
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Ram.
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram.
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna
Ram.
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Ram.
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Ram.
Krishna, Krishna
Ram.
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Ram.
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Ram.
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna. Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna.
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, 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 Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram. Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram. Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Ram, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, 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 Ram. Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Ram, Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama.
Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
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 Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram, Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram,
Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram, Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram, 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 Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Rama
Ram,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Ram,
Rama, Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Ram, Ram,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram, Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Rama,
Ram
Rama Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram, Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna.
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram,
Ram, Hare Hare.
Sit properly.
Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram.
Hare Rama, Rama Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Rama,
Ram, Ram
Rama
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram.
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram, Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Ram, Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Ram
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram, Ram
Rama, Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram, Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram, Ram
Rama, Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Rama
Ram,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Rama
Ram,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Ram
Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Ram
Rama
Ram,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Ram
Rama Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Ram 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare Hare,
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Rama
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare Hare.
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Ram 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 Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Hare Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Rama
Ram
Rama, Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Rama Rama,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Ram
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama, Rama Rama,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Ram Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna.
Ram Ram Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Ram,
Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Ram,
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna. Just to check in, one thing that Prabhupada mentioned yesterday, as I was listening to him speak about chanting Hare Krishna, he quoted from Srinivasa Acharya's Ashtakam about the Goswamis, Sankhya Purvaka Namagana Natapi. Sankhya Purvaka, Prabhupada said, means numerical strength. And he said, to have a legitimate spiritual practice, you have to keep a number. It can't be arbitrary, as then your mind rules the practice, not the acharya. So Prabhupada said, some devotees, like Haridas Thakur, chanted incessantly. And he said, but others, like Rupa Goswami, he said he had so much writing and publishing to do. But he said he still kept Sankhya Purvaka, as proved by the song. All the devotees keep the number. And the way to be safe is to take the number from the acharya. So Prabhupada gave a certain number. He said, if you wanted to chant more than 16 rounds, you can chant 16,000 if you like. But you have to keep this number. So it's an important aspect of spiritual practice is to keep the number because it holds the space. Everything else will fill it in automatically. There'll be idle time to look at meaningless images and talk about useless topics that will rush in and take over the time. So this is the mainstay for holding one's self steady in this age of distraction, is to make sure that one finishes one's prescribed rounds every day. Sankhya Purvaka, then one gets spiritual strength. And in another quote, which I don't want to distract myself by looking up right now, I have it on I did read it, I think, last week or the week before. Prabhupada said in the beginning stage, he said in the conditioned stage, when one's chanting Hare Krishna, you should take it officially that I have to chant. And he said, your main business should be to finish your prescribed rounds as soon as possible every day. And that's a good directive also, because if we don't have that, then the mind will take charge and do whatever it wishes. We have a couple quick responses? Or long-winded, whichever one you wish, since I'm long-winded. Krishna 10, Krishna 9, Krishna 8.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, I really appreciate how you first took us to the Ajamila story, and you said this life is full of danger, and we, even if there's a verse like Helanaba, like even if one chants Vaikuntha Nama Grahana, can't remember the sloka, but it says even if somebody chants without full attention, still he gets benefit. That was reminding me that there is so much hope even for a person who could be very fallen, but the holy name can deliver. For example, Mrigari, by chanting and serving Tulsi, he was delivered. And then Valmiki Muni, he was Ratnakar, but he could not even chant the holy name, but just by the mercy of the holy name, he became such a great saint that Lord Ram, the pastime he wrote, Ramayana, and not only that, Mother Sita was in his ashram. So yes, holy name has the great potency. And lastly, you reminded us that it is important, instead of going with the mind flickering nature, we can fix Sankha Purvaka Nama Gana Rativi. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself counted the name. Haridas Thakur had a prescribed number of rounds. Even Jagai Mada were chanting a fixed number of rounds. Thank you, Maharaj.
Thank you for the cascade of nectar. One of the last point is that Prabhupada said, if that it's only because we don't know of the great benefit we get from chanting the holy name of the Lord that either we're inattentive or we don't chant. If one could cultivate that understanding and have a realization of how much benefit there is from chanting Hare Krishna, then one would chant constantly. So it's also a good idea to cultivate the understanding of how great the holy name is. For instance, Padma Purana says, Nama Chintamani Krishnas Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Purnashudham Nityamukto Bhinadvam Namanamino. Abhinadvam Namanamino. There's no difference between Krishna and his name, and he transforms those who chant it. And if anyone feels frustrated by not being able to improve him or herself, the answer is chanting Hare Krishna, because all good qualities are there in Krishna, and we get direct association with Krishna. We all like to improve ourselves, right? And sometimes it seems like, oh, I'm on a plateau, right? Well, maybe not you guys, but me. But if you chant Hare Krishna, then there's a direct route to developing all the good qualities that we ourselves would feel honored to have. And that can be done by touching the holy name with one's tongue. Dear Srila Prabhupada, dear Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Shri Shri Panchatattva. I missed one, I left one on the board. Rasayana Katapra, we'll have to leave it there because I usually run it over time. But maybe if you're there during the class, you can bring it up. Dear Srila Prabhupada, dear Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Shri Shri Panchatattva, Shri Shri Gaurnitai, Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan, Shri Shri Lakshmi Nrsingadev, Shri Harinam Prabhu, if you so desire, please instill in us the understanding of how great the holy name is, and please inspire us to chant incessantly. Thank you for considering our request, or at least finish our 16 rounds with great vigor every day. Thank you for considering our request. Om Tat Sat. Everyone agrees with this prayer in whole or in part. Please unmute and say Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.